I think the reason this album connected with so many people is because it's relatable songs. It touches your heart and it connects to you the way you need it to. Songs, great songs like that always do. The way I hear it and it relates to me will be totally different than the way you relate to it. But they're wonderful songs and they're timeless. Well, the first time I ever heard Is There Life Out There, I was driving down the road going into Nashville, and I thought, wow, so many people can relate to this song. I started naming off people in my head, and then I thought, shoot, I can. There's always more to do out there. Don't give up, keep on persevering, and have fun with it. That's the Night That the Lights Went Out in Georgia was Vicki Lawrence's one and only #1 hit. I thought she did a magnificent job on it, and I was such a fan that 10 years after she had the hit on the song, I recorded it. Greatest Man I Never Knew was a song that I really didn't want to record in the first place because my father was still alive, and I took it to where, that man in the song had passed, but it was such a strong song and I knew everybody needed to hear it that I said, yes, I will record it, and I'm so glad I did. For My Broken Heart came to me right after the plane crash. Instead of it being a couple's separation or a breakup, to me, that song was The World Didn't Stop for My Broken Heart because I lost so many loved ones in the plane crash. The loss of my band and tour manager got channeled into this album with every song, every lyric. Leland Sklar was the bass player in that session, and he came in after about the 4th song that we recorded, and he said, Reba, are we going to do any happy songs? And I looked up and I said, Leland, not on this one. He said, I understand. Is There Life Out There was a video that I was so proud of. We had a tussle of trying to find our leading man, and I watched Huey Lewis on The Tonight Show the night before, and then I called Jack Cole and I said, I've got the perfect guy for the video. He said, me too, it should be Huey Lewis. And we hadn't talked about it. So that worked out great. And Huey was so much fun to work with. And I love that video. It was so emotional that a person goes to college and gets her degree after raising her family. And it really took me back to singing that song in concert with women holding their diplomas up and showing me. The Georgia music video was really special because I got to wear prosthetics, and they aged me from 16 to 82. Now, the 82 wasn't the hard part. The 16 was hard. But it was in black and white, so that kind of helped. But it was a lot of fun, and it was always how are we going to explain who really killed her brother? So that was a mystery. I think we kind of left it open. I give all the credit to the songwriters when there is a song I get to record that influences people's lives, like men and women both, going back to college and getting their degree after they've gotten their families raised. I'm glad that I can be the conduit or the person, the messenger, but I give all the credit to the songwriters, and I'm really grateful that they let me sing their songs, their creations. I love working with Tony Brown. He's a lot of fun, he's very creative, and he comes up with great ideas in the studio. He works very well with all the studio musicians, and it's always real smooth working with Tony.